Hello and welcome to Crypto Weeklies. In this video, we are going to discuss Bitcoin Cash. None of the content is financial advice. Right now, the price of BCH is at around $585. This represents a rally above the 50-week simple moving average and the 21-week exponential moving average, both at $530 and $556 respectively. For context, the price is also above the 50-week simple moving average, which is at around $460. If you compare that with Bitcoin and other cryptos, Bitcoin is well below the 50-week simple moving average and 20-week. Even for that matter, ETH has barely risen to the 50-week simple moving average. It's currently below the 50-week simple moving average. Similar story for Solana, which is well below all of these moving averages. So BCH right now is again performing better than all of these individual cryptos. You can see this in our own website. This is my own website, cryptoweeklies.com. Link on the bottom of your screen. All of the content over here available for free, developed using sound data science principles, statistics, machine learning, and other AI based algorithm. So going to the heat map analysis of the performance barometer over the last 24 hours, amongst the top cryptos, BCH has rallied the second most at around 4.5%. Over the last 7 days, it's the most rallying crypto, up by about 8%. Over the last 30 days, again, leader. And over the last 90 days, again, third spot or fourth spot. Overall, if you check out on this website, one row dedicated to Bitcoin Cash, you can find it out by on its USD pair. These are all of the analysis and charts related to Bitcoin Cash. If we were to look for any particular area for price action to go forward, before we do that, we'll do a brief technical analysis. As mentioned in our several videos throughout the course of the 2025 year to date bull run for Bitcoin Cash, what we have done is we have made several videos. You can check out all of these videos from the link over here on the website, and then just if you key in BCH, that would provide the list of all of the videos that we made several months ago when the price was much lower than what it is today. You can check out the historical accuracy of our forecast and also the analysis presented over here. Again, not financial advice, but just wanted to share the track record and not just bull posting in the middle of a great rally. Coming back to the technical analysis, again, now the price is above the descending white line over here, as we mentioned several times during 2025 year to date analysis. Whenever the price is getting proximity to this white line, what remains to be seen if there is a breakout to the upside. Historically speaking, since 2024 March, this line has offered a resistance. Let's see if Bitcoin Cash were to and BCH were to be successful in having a close above this white line over here, currently coming in at around $593. That could usher in a different era compared to 2020, compared to this downturn since 2024. If there is a breakout from here, the 0.382 Fib level drawn from the 2021 high for Bitcoin Cash, and again, this is not the all-time high. The all-time high was in 2017, but again, from cycle to cycle, there are you can see a diminishing high from cycle to cycle. Again, it's very hard to draw a line from these 2 points because that would again correspond to a price action much lower than what it is today. But just looking at from cycle to cycle performance again, and looking at where the tops usually occurred, again from Fibonacci levels perspective, the 2021 high was slightly less than the 2017 0.382 Fib level. That is, 2021 high was at around if you check it over here, at around $1,600, whereas the Fib levels from 2017 high to the 2018-2019 lows would have pointed top in 2021 at around 0.382 Fib level at around $1,700. This time around, from the 2021 peak, the 0.382 was achieved much early on in the bull rally of March and April 2024. If this were to be repeated again, and if price action were to meet a resistance over here, that price action between $673 and the current price action could be a area to look for any distribution. If there is a new cycle high for the 2024-2025 bull run, the first area is at around $850. That's the 0.5 fib level. Coming to our own machine learning based price analysis for Bitcoin Cash, the weekly average price forecasted from now till the end of December 2025 is at around $750. $750 BCH is close to the midpoint of the 0.382 and the 0.5 fib level. That's the non-euphoria bull run peak forecasted if the bull run were to be concluded in December. If towards the middle of January, if there is still wiggle room, like it was in 2017-2018 bear bull run, where the top for major cryptos occurred in 2018, early 2018. If that kind of scenario is ahead of us, then the price action forecasted in a non-euphoria bull run scenario for Bitcoin Cash is at around $860, closer to the 0.5 fib level. So that's the non-euphoria peak analysis for Bitcoin Cash. If there is some sort of a euphoria between now and let's say end of year 2025, then the price ceiling is at around $1,000. $1,050 would be at around 0.618. That's theoretically possible per the Fibonacci models, as well as the machine learning based price forecast for Bitcoin Cash. Coming to the analysis of the fair value using regression based approach, using a polynomial regression based non-linear estimation of what the fair value of these altcoins could be, using seasonality as a aid to determine what the fair value is using that non-linear approach. Right now the fair value for Bitcoin Cash as it stands today is at around $1,000. If there is a rally back to the fair value before the bull run kind of concludes, that could be an area to look for. So again, in a euphoria phase, price action could go to $1,000. That's the euphoria ceiling for Bitcoin Cash. The non-euphoria ceiling is somewhere between current price and $750. Those are the two commonalities across these multiple models. Again, you can see the price action has now risen back to the one standard deviation residual drawn from the fair value. Again, whenever the price was lower than this green line, historically speaking, that was a great time to enter the trade for Bitcoin Cash. In terms of the time weighted average price scenario, still the price is above the time weighted average price. What remains to be seen in 2026, especially in middle to late 2026, if the price action is much below the time weighted average price come the bear market, this model could help identify what's the kind of like a line in sand below which accumulation zone, again in this purple area below the time weighted average price, provides a large zone of accumulation before again having some modest gain in the bull run. That's the story for Bitcoin Cash in terms of the time weighted average price. Right now price below the time above the time weighted average price. The Bitcoin Cash 20-week simple moving average price based risk level are at around 0.43. If they go to that intermediate level between 0.5 and 0.6, like they did in December 2024 as well as in March 2024 rally, and went slightly higher than that in these rallies, and again in June July 2023. So if the 0.5 0.6 levels are to be ascertained, the euphoria ceiling for Bitcoin Cash in that environment is again close to that $1,000 to $1,060, coming close to that 0.618 yet again. So that's the euphoria side of things for Bitcoin Cash. If we were to just have a risk-based estimation of where the price action for Bitcoin Cash could eventually go, the euphoria ceiling is at around $1,000 as mentioned earlier. That is again culmination of all of these individual risk-based model. If they were to hit a certain key threshold, such as let's say 0.6 to 0.8 on instead of the 0.3 weighted risk, so that at that point the price action could be somewhere close to $1,000. In the again a euphoria scenario in terms of stretch bull run is at around 1200, and again if everything were to line up perfectly, the max permissible bullish ceiling is at around $1,700 for Bitcoin Cash. Again, that would be a slightly newer high than the 2021 high. Whereas again, as we are moving close to an end of a bull run, what remains to be seen in the short term, if the price action were to break out from here and again hold the 0.382 as support rather than as a resistance like it did in 2024, rally beyond $673. If that happens, then the next target is somewhere in the middle of 0.382 and 0.5 fib level at around $750. If there is a prolonged euphoria, then that $1,000 could come into play. With that, I would like to conclude. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please give a like and subscribe, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.